One, two, three. Here we are again, back on my deck. And it's, what day is it? Wednesday. I have to think for a second. What day is it? It's Wednesday. So, I don't know why this has been coming up for me today, but the phrase or the thought that, you know what, life is not fair. Right? It isn't. But you know what? But life is life. And when you understand that it's not fair, then you have someplace to go, right? And life isn't fair. But who said it was supposed to be? Like, why do we even think that it could or should be? So, I don't know why I've been thinking about that all day, actually. I guess, seeing some posts with some other friends who've lost people. A friend of mine lost his mom. Another friend lost her mom. Lots of crazy stuff going on in the world. And you know what? It's okay. Life is definitely not fair, and that's okay. The whole process of living is learning and understanding yourself better, learning how to love others, learning how to love yourself. That's actually probably one of the harder things to do in life, is learn to love yourself. I can remember thinking, I think I was 29 or 30 years old, I'm going to say, somewhere around that range, and realized that I did not love myself, that I was okay with myself, but I really didn't love myself at that point. Say a little wave here. And I'm not sure, looking back now, as I'm just thinking about it, the timing on that, I'm not sure what exactly, spurred that thought process at that time, but it was something that I then worked on in life at that point, from that point forward. And I can honestly say today that I do love myself. And in all aspects. So it's nice when you do, I can tell you that. And, but the life's not fair. I guess maybe some of it's, what's going on in the world today. The virus, the riots, the crazy thinking. Just, there's so much going on that, I guess people maybe don't really understand, some of the spiritual concepts of how the world kind of works. And, actually how the world does work. And it takes a long time to get there. It's not something you learn when you're 12 in school. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that, I guess you're going to say, takes a little maturity to get to that place in life. And it takes a lot of internal discovery work to do so. And hopefully you've done some of that in your life and continue to do it and or want to do it. I know that I continue to want to do it, as well as have done it and do continue to do it on a daily basis. And I think that's, where some of this stuff comes in, when you realize, like, yeah, life's not fair, but yeah, so what? Like, where do you go from here? There are inequalities in life. There are injustices in life. There are things that happen to people that are bad. I'm going to call it bad. I'm not sure that I necessarily believe in evil, so I rarely use that word. I think there are people who are very unconscious, and people who really don't understand some of the basic tenets of energy work, or, universal energetic beings as we are, and how we relate to each other. So yeah, life's not fair. And you know what? Once you kind of get to that place where you understand that life's not fair, it makes life easier to deal with. And it makes life palatable and enjoyable, actually. You just realize, like, there are no shoulds. I say that a lot. Don't should on yourself, you know. So whatever it is, try to eliminate the word should from your life, in a sentence, in whatever you're thinking about. And I bet you're going to find yourself going, oh, I don't need to use that word anymore, and it's not serving me, so I'm not going to. So I don't should all myself anymore, and I try not to do it to anybody else either. Pointing fingers, you know what they say about pointing fingers, right? If you point a finger, you've got three pointing back at you. So you want to make sure about that, right? And so it's easy to judge people. It's easy to say what people should do. But everybody has their own path, and everybody has to go in the way that they feel is right for them. And just knowing that life isn't fair actually makes it easier to deal with life on life's terms. And, not everybody's going to get a fair shake. Not everybody's going to get, the right schooling or the right teacher or the right partner in life. But I mean, you always have another choice. There's always a second choice, third choice, fourth choice, fifth choice. So you just keep moving forward to figure out where you want to be. And I'm just going to do some waves. And where you want to go. Like, where do I really want to be? And how do I put those steps together to get there? There's a lot of things online that you can learn nowadays, and a lot of places you can go to get the kind of training you might need. So, just look it up. I mean, what's Google for other than that, right? Although I must say, you still need to use your brain. Like, you still need to use cognitive thinking skills. You can't ask Siri everything. I mean, I think nowadays people don't even think for themselves anymore. They just ask Siri. And I was like, wait a minute, don't you know that? Haven't you learned that yet? And you have to learn some stuff, to move along in the right direction for yourself. So it's all part of that. But I think in terms of, learning things, knowing where you want to go next, what your next choices might be for your life, and which direction you want to head in, recognizing that life isn't fair and that you do have other choices and there are other things that you can do for yourself, are all part of that. And you can make those choices and do baby steps, as they say, one step at a time. Even if you have a long-range plan, you can do baby steps to get to that long-range plan of what you want to do next. If there's something on the horizon that's really kind of capturing your heart and you're feeling passionate about it and it's something you want to do. I was going to say, give a few waves here, continue with the waves. And I don't know, that's kind of how I think about it a lot of the time. Today was a great day. I had my 2.5-year-old, well, soon she'll be 3 in September, granddaughter, for the day. I have her on Wednesdays, and she's just so much fun. She really, really is. What a little sweetheart. And we went to the playground that she likes, and we played in my yard. I put together a little water table with an umbrella on it. She loved that. So, of course, she likes to get wet. And, of course, she likes to take off all her clothes. Like, who doesn't? I like both those things, too. Why should it change no matter what age you are? Only I can't do it in my driveway anymore. So she enjoyed herself, and we had a really great day. And it was really good. I just love spending time with her. So, but even with kids, they have to learn that life's not fair too, and things happen always, to you or to people that you love, and you look at it and go, oh, why did that happen? But there's a lesson in there somewhere, and there's an understanding or a knowledge in there that we needed for that person or for ourselves for whatever reason. So I think if you just can start with that premise that life's not fair, you can then go someplace where maybe you hadn't thought about before and just thought, you know what, there's no entitlement on any level on the planet. And, the entitlement, it's really kind of just an icky word for me. I don't like it when I see it. I don't even like it when I do it, because sometimes I do it too, and I've done it and I know it, and I look back and go, ugh, that was really me. So I try not to do that anymore, right? But it happens. Everybody at some point in their life has that happen to them where they feel entitled to something or whatever the case may be. So I think it's important to recognize it, that all people have all emotions. All people have all of those characteristics. It's just to what degree, and can you harness it and recognize where it's not serving you, or that it's not in your best interest in the long run. So those are my thoughts for the day. We had a lot of different rainstorms happen today. I don't know if you guys were out and about. The morning was pretty clear, but later on, it looked like we had quite a few things happening. I noticed there was an awful lot of rain after the baby took her nap. I took one too, a little nap. And I know I heard some thunder, and I guess there was some rain, because when I came outside, the whole driveway was covered again, and it was rain in the buckets. But I've been replanting some things, so everything got watered. Thank you, God, for watering everything. So I'm going to sign off in the usual manner, but I can see that all we have is clouds right now at the house next door. Way over there's a lot of clouds, but the sun is still shining. I just don't see a lot of it if the clouds weren't there. So I guess I'm going to sign off with the usual manner. The sun is always shining. It's always got your back. And so does your higher power. Love you guys. I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you again on the flip side. Bye for now.